Hi, hello everyone. Namaskar. Once again, I welcome you all to my YouTube channel. Today, I'm here with a new topic of HTML, that is head and body section. So, let's start with it. The sections of the HTML document is divided into two parts. The first one is body and the second one is head. So, today we are going to learn about head section. So here is a few information usage about the head tag. Head tag contains metadata. Metadata means data about data. It means metadata. So metadata provides or keeps some information about the web page that is not displayed to the user. Means the person who is going to view your website through the web browser will not be able to see these informations. These informations is about the HTML document, like who has prepared, descriptions about the web page, authors, all these informations are going to be stored in the metadata. The tag which provide these additional information is known as meta tag. With the help of these meta tags, search engines easily search the web page. The meta tags provides browser and the search engines with the additional information about the web page. So, whenever a person will search anything on the website or through the web engines, these meta tags are going to help the browser and the search engines to show the information or the results related to the search. Next point says that H, uh, head tag of the HTML is always placed between the HTML tag and the body tag. So these are the two tags between which the head tag of the HTML tag is placed. Now moving towards the next slide. Here is the syntax. The head tag always comes in a pair. Comes in a pair means that it always be with the opening and the closing tags. Here is the opening tag and this one is the closing tag of the HTML, and between these two opening and the closing tags the content will be returned. Next, that along with the head tag we will use title, style, base, link, meta, script, no script. These are the things that we can place inside the head tag in the HTML document. Here it says that title is always with the HTML documents, as use of the title will give you a specific information about the title of the web page. So title tag gives the title of the web page. Now moving towards the next slide. Here is an example and the output of a small program, small code written in the HTML. Here I have written first HTML, then head, then within the head I have used title. It means that this line, title of the document, is going to be the title of our web page. Next I have closed head tag, then I have opened or used the body tag. Within this body tag I have used h1 for the heading purpose and p for the paragraph purpose. In the heading I have written this is heading. This is going to be a larger in the size. Now after that this is a paragraph will be displayed. Now I have closed this body tag, and at last it is necessary to complete the HTML tag, that means it is closed with the closing tag of HTML. Now let's have a look at the output of the code. So here the title will be displayed as the title at the top. Here the screenshot was taken, that's why it is cut out, and after that h1. H1 is shown means this one. This has the output of H1, and the output of P tag, that is paragraph tag, is this one. This is a paragraph. This is about the output of this small code of HTML and the use of title within the head tag. Now moving towards the next topic, that is, these are the attributes of meta tags. Means along with the head we use these meta tags with the head tag. The first one is attributes, the second shows the description, and the third column shows the example. So let's start with the first attribute value, that is author. Author, as the name says, it gives the name of the developer or the person who has coded the document. So with the first one, here goes, it specifies the name of the author of the document. Let's see the example. Metadata. See, every time whenever you are using the values, you have to use name. So the name of the attribute is author. Again here we have used name. Name of the attribute is description. Again we have used name. Name of the attribute is keyword. Now see here, we have not used name over here because with the HTTP equip we don't have to use name. So with these three we are using name. Now here I have written author, and in content we have to give the relevant information. So with the content I have written my own name. You can write your own name, as you are going to be the author of your own page. Next one is description. Here in the description, it gives the description about the web page. It means whenever the search engine searches anything, it will pick up these descriptions to show that the result of the searches which is done by a person. So in the content part I have written free web tutorial. Okay. Next one is keyword. Keyword specifies the keywords or the specific words that is going to be searched with the information of the web page. So here the name of the attribute is keyword. In the content I have written three keywords, that is HTML, meta tag, and tag reference. With the help of these three names, my website can be searched on the search engine. So if you will write meta tag, then also this website will be available. If you will write tag reference, then also it is available. And if you will write HTML, then also it will be available. Means these are the words through which the search engine tries to get the information about the page. Now coming towards the last one, that is HTTP equip. It tells about the web page to load specific URL which is provided by the developer, or it tells the browser to refresh the page or reload the page after some seconds. So let's go with the example. Here we have to directly write meta, then HTTP eq is equal to refresh. Because I want to refresh my page, that is why in place of all this author, description, and keywords I have used the word refresh. But after how much time? That is 5 seconds. And what is the thing that we have to replace, that we have to write over here? Suppose I have given the URL, uniform resource locator is the full form of URL. So here we have to give the name or the path of particular website which we want to refresh after every 5 seconds. So this is all about the attributes of the meta tag. Let's move with the next topic, that is comments in HTML. So comments in HTML is bit different than the comments in the Facebook and all other social media applications or the websites, because here this comments provides additional information in the HTML code. Here I am using the word HTML code. So regarding the code, that additional description was provided, not about the web page. Next point shows that one can see the comments only when someone someone look at the source code, means it is not available to the end user, the person who is using the website or uh, through the web page or the web browser. He will not be able to see this commented section. Only the web developer will be able to see this with the help of source code. It is also referred as prologue. These two symbols, this marks the beginning of the comment, and this symbols marks the end of the comment. So between these two symbols we have to write the thing that we don't want to show anyone. Like, for example, I don't want this statement to be seen by anyone. So I have written this one in a comment section. Let's learn HTML. I don't want this sentence to be shown to someone else. That is why I have quoted this sentence in a comments. So it will be seen only by the person who have developed the website or in the HTML source code only. Rest of all person cannot see it. The person who is viewing the website or visiting the website will not be able to see this sentence. Next, here I am with the example of all the meta tags and the use of the body tag. So, first of all I have written HTML, then I have used head tag. Within the head tag I have taken one title tag. Title tag will again give the title to the web page. Now I have written all the three, I have taken all the three meta tags, that is description, author and keywords. So in the description again I have written free web tutorials. Then in the author I have written my name. In place of that you can write your own name. In keywords I have written HTML meta tag, tag references. Now I want my website. My website's name is http://test.com/. This is my website's name and I want this website to be refreshed after every 5 seconds. So refreshing it after every 5 seconds. So this is all about the meta tag of the head tag. Now I have closed this tag. Now I have opened body tag. In the body I have used two tags, paragraph and the heading tag. Within that I have written nothing will be displayed but this line. Means only this line is going to be displayed in the web page. After that I have closed both the tags and along with that I have closed the body tag. Then at last closing the HTML tag as I have completed my work. Now let's see the output of this one. So here we are with the output. You can say whatever we have written in the meta tags are not displayed in the web page. Only at the top of the title bar of your browser you can see about head section. This is the thing which we have written in our title tag. So this is the use of the title tag which is shown as the title of your web page in the browser, title bar of the browser. Then this we have written in the tag, in the body tag, that is in paragraph tag and in h1 tag. So only the things which we have written in the body tag is displayed. Rest of all the meta tags which are written within the HTML's head tag is not displayed over here. So at last we have concluded that whatever the things which are written in the head tag are useful, are very much useful, but Not to us, it is very much useful to the web browser and the search engines and the person who develops the website or the web page. It is helpful to them only. The end user or the person who is visiting the website will be able to see only the things which are displayed by the body section. So this is all about our today's topic. So here are the few exam questions for you. I hope you all have enjoyed the session and you have understood the things. And here is a time for a test. So if you have understood all the things very well, here are the questions that you have to answer. Waiting for your reply. Reply soon. Have a nice day. Bye bye.